Hey, French 2, it's Madame Torres, coming to you on our third week of the second semester. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what's due this coming week. It is already February. I'm checking out my calendar now. So we're already 3 weeks in, and what you're going to have due this week is from Module 6.04 through 6.06. So you'll probably notice you have about 3 lessons a week, and that's pretty much going to be the pattern until the end of the school year. As I look at my calendar as well, our first discussion-based assessment, or your DBA, is going to be due the week of February 8th. So that is next week. Your first DBA is due. So for Module 6, if you're in Segment 2, that's when yours is due. If you're in Segment 1, it'll be Module 1. So keep that in mind. I hope you're taking some really good notes and that these videos are helping you out with your assessments and also with the lessons. A couple of things you'll notice on your homepage here that are a little bit different from last week. The first thing is our leaderboard. This leaderboard is something we're going to be using every week for our live lessons. I'll start adding points here for students who are attending live lessons and performing in an outstanding or unique way during a live lesson. And so you'll be recognized here every week. So maybe a little bit of a incentive for showing up to our live lessons. So congrats to these 4 students who rocked a live lesson this past week. And as you scroll down, something else that might be a little bit new for you, right under where we have our live lesson for every Thursday link, I have a link that says missed a live lesson. So if you have a family emergency, you get sick, you're just unable to make that live lesson, maybe you're in an airplane traveling at that very moment, I am recording all the live lessons, just like last semester, and I'm putting them here. So as it loads, let's see if we can get it. There we go. Okay. It's working. Let me move myself here. Okay, so here you can see it's their live lesson recordings for this entire school year so far. They're in order by modules, so we're going to start with Module 1 at the top. And I've added already the live lesson from this past week for 6.01 through 6.03. I also have some YouTube clips there that I found to be helpful. So check that out. Move back. Let's go back to the home page. So like I said, you're going to have a DBA coming up. It'll be due next week. So sometime between that Monday and Friday, which is February 8th to the 12th, you're going to turn in this discussion-based assessment, and you're going to talk to me about it on the phone. My video for you next week, Monday, will be a detailed explanation on what to expect for your DBA, as in what you need to make sure you review. But for today, all I'm going to show you is how to schedule your appointment, which is something I would suggest you do ahead of time, as appointments sometimes are taken during the times that you want to use them. So right here you see this little icon that says Book Now. You'll just click on that. And if you watch the welcome video, you saw the tutorial on how to schedule your appointment as well. Okay, so you'll jump to whatever date you want. Obviously, these aren't available because those days have passed. Let's see, is there even anything for today? No, no more available. So you'll go to the week of the 8th. Now, if you feel ready before the 8th to do your DBA, you're more than welcome to. If you want to do it this week, look, I have appointments available. You're totally welcome to do it this week. If not, you'll scroll to the 8th. Find a time that works for you on Monday through Friday, any of those. Let's say I want to do it Wednesday afternoon. I'll click on that and go ahead and set up my appointment. Make sure you put a valid email address in, as that email address is where your confirmation is sent to. Make sure that right after you make your appointment that you actually put it into your a calendar on your phone, set a reminder on your school calendar, everywhere, set a reminder that I will be calling you at that time. And please make sure that you put the phone number that you want me to call you at. Don't put someone else's phone number. Okay, so let's look at your lessons that are due for this week. So I said 6.04 through 6.06. You're going to do these assessments in a different order because during our live lesson this week, we are going to focus on 6.05. You're going to find actually that it's easier for you to do 6.05 after you do 6.04 and 6.06. So let's start with 6.04. In this, you're going to learn a lot of vocabulary for shopping, places around town to go shopping, things to buy, things like that. Again, those are all on the vocab list from the Help Center site that I told you about a few weeks ago. So you'll go through the lesson. Let's check out the assignment here. Okay, you have two assessments for 6.04. You have a listening assignment here and then a written assignment. I believe, though, I am exempting you from this 6.04 assignment. So let's log in as a student just to double check what you have due. Scroll down to Module 6, 6.03, 6.04. Okay, yeah. So for 6.04, you just have the quiz, the written assignment is omitted. So that's nice. Okay, so back to your assessments. So you're going to have that quiz on pretty much your vocabulary. Read through the lesson slowly, carefully, take some notes. The best way to take notes is every paragraph you read, write down 2 or 3 things that you learned from it or that you didn't know before. So that's 6.04, où faire le shopping, where to do shopping. Then you have 6.06, shopping again. Here you're going to learn more of what you would buy at the different stores. Make sure that you click through each of these conversations and read through them to familiarize yourself a little bit more with the vocabulary being used. In this lesson, you're going to learn about shopping and paying. So you're going to learn about not only the items you buy, but also how to say, how much is it, or where do I pay, or if someone asks you, what would you like to pay with, right? Cash, credit, things like that. So that's the vocabulary that you're going to learn from this one. Let's go straight to the assignment real quick. Another quiz on your vocabulary for 6.06, right? So have those 2 quizzes on vocabulary and your notes completed before our live lesson on Thursday. On Thursday, we're going to go through lesson 6.05. I would still look over lesson 6.05 on your own because I'm not going to be discussing the European Union. And you're going to learn a lot about the European Union in 6.05. It's mostly in English, and you're going to want to take notes. This is a big cultural part of the lesson. What we're going to talk about in our live lesson is actually completing the assignments for 6.05. In this lesson, you're going to learn about pronouns once more, which we learned last week. So you actually have 3 assignments for 6.05. 3, don't forget. There are these little tabs, 1, 2, 3 different assignments. During our live lesson, we're going to talk a little bit about how to form sentences with these different pronouns in the past tense or passé composé. And I'm actually going to get you started at the end to complete this part of the photo essay. I'm going to give you an example basically during the live lesson on how to do it. You'll then record your voice. So whatever you wrote, that's what you record. And then you have a quiz on 6.05 that you can do on your own. But again, Thursday, we're going to prepare you in the live lesson to complete 6.05. So then again, a recap for this week, first week of February, you're doing 6.04, then 6.06, and then 6.05 last. We'll talk about 6.05 during the live lesson. I will be here all week, so if you have any questions, let me know. And don't forget, Wednesdays, you have open tutoring sessions. Just log into the live lesson from 1:30 to 2:30. I will be there. Merci, au revoir.